Hi Pisces, I'm Nick, joined by Nala. This is going to be your November mid-month reading, so the last few weeks of November, but it can carry on into December because energy is fluid and all that stuff. I would suggest to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs because these are all aspects of who you are. You may resonate a little bit more with one or the other at times or gain additional insight. And again, these are general messages, so it may not apply to every single person. So if it doesn't fit your situation, please don't force it and just carry on with your day. I will have the link to the extended reading below in the description box. It'll pretty much be like a part 2 of what you see here, where we will dive in deeper and further discuss everything that we see in the reading. Okay, and then if you want to follow me on my Instagram, it is at NicLoves with 2 eyes. And sorry about like the lighting. The sun is like so strong right now. It's like peeking through the curtains. It's like crazy. But so today, Pisces, while I was meditating on your energy, it's so funny. I got a really cute message, and what I got was Land Before Time. And I was like, what? Oh my gosh, that used to be one of my favorite movies as a kid. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it probably. It was like an old little cartoon movie of dinosaurs. I think the main character's name was Littlefoot. And I guess he had lost his mom. His mom died while trying to protect him. And she, you know, in her last moments, I think, had guided him to go to this this other land or Great Valley or something where he could be with other dinosaurs like him. And so his whole journey, he was like making new friends and going to this new unknown land. I don't know, I love the movie, and I would definitely recommend showing that to your kids or like nephews or nieces if you have little kids. It's just such a cute movie. I used to love it. I'm like such a Disney child. Like I was obsessed with all those little movies. So that was your message. So you may have a special connection with dinosaurs, maybe you like dinosaurs, but I'm also deeper to that. I feel like there's this other land that you're going to be embarking on, this new journey, there's this whole other world that you have no idea, that you haven't seen, that you haven't explored. Maybe you've heard of or had little glimpses in your dreams about it, but there's this like whole new world that is just waiting for you. And I think you're going to be finding out or taking the steps towards getting there, or maybe you're almost there. And it's going to be a place that is magical, that is so different than you've ever seen or you ever felt. New experiences, new people. And I think this is also telling you that you're going to be coming closer and meeting more of your soul group, your soul family, your soul tribe, people who just kind of get you, who you just feel comfortable with, who are really part of your journey, that are going to lead you onto this like new and better life that you've always dreamed of. So it was a really, really positive message. So Land Before Time, maybe that message means something specific for you, but automatic to me, it made me think of the movie. Okay, so you know, apply it how you find fit. Obviously it's going to mean different things for all of you, but definitely check out that movie if you have it. I know it's a little cartoon, maybe not everyone's going to be into it, but if you have little kids or someone you can watch it with, I don't know, just really cute. Takes me back to my childhood. Okay, so, and then Pisces, your positive affirmation you got today, really, really good. It is, I am a money magnet. Woo, woo. Who doesn't like money, right? So I would love for you guys to say this out loud, and we'll say it together 3 times, okay? I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. Cool, good job. So I want you guys to say this out loud every day for these last few weeks in November. If you can, a couple times a day, in the morning as you wake up, and then at night before you go to bed, okay? Just a quick little exercise. And if you think you're gonna forget, just write it down somewhere in your phone, in your notes, or on a little post-it note, and put it on your mirror or something, or your wall. But because I feel like this is gonna be a really good time for you guys to manifest. There's so much. What I was picking up right when I was like tuning into your energy, well, our energy, because I'm a Pisces too, is magic is flowing through your bloodstream. Magic is flowing through your bloodstream. Just picture what that would feel like. Picture what that would look like. It's crazy. It's powerful. So definitely it's going to be a really, really powerful time for you guys. And I really want you to tune in and try to manifest as much as you can, because you guys are like magical manifestors. If, believe it or not, even if you feel like, oh, my life has been shit or it's been so bad, it's maybe because your mindset hasn't been on the right things, or hasn't been in the right place, or hasn't been focused on the right things. Okay, so try to you know, change your mentality to think more positive so that positive things can come into your life. But if you're always thinking negative, guess what? The universe is going to bring you negative things, negative situations, negative people. Okay? So, because I feel like a lot of your thoughts, a lot of things you think and feel actually come into your life. All right? That's how powerful you are. All right? And then for your 3 natural gifts and strength, for the last 2 weeks, because these are all things that you probably are already good at. Okay, so one of your gifts is preserving knowledge and information. A lot of you have so much knowledge, so much information, either from books, from learning, from experience, that you can share with others. And I think a lot of you, if you're in school or your job, whatever, you're really going to be retaining a lot of knowledge, a lot of things. Like everything that you see or you hear or you listen to, you're going to really pick up and it's going to stay in your mind. So really make sure you're reading, you're watching, you're listening to good things that are good for you, you know, that are going to push you higher, elevate you, not make you not put you in like a negative state, if that makes sense. Okay, so careful what you're reading, what kind of knowledge you're feeding to your body, because it's going to stick with you. So if you're watching a lot of negative stuff or reading just a bunch of gossip and low vibrational things, that's going to stick with you and you're going to manifest those kinds of things. So be really mindful of that in these last 2 weeks. Okay. And then your second gift is your ability to provide strength to support to others during crisis and acting out of love with no expectation of reward. Oh, I feel like that's such a Pisces thing, right? Obviously not every Pisces is awesome like that, but most of you, and I think most of you watching here connect with me. I feel like a lot of you are just genuine loving souls. You like to help people. You are like a natural hero, natural rescuer. You're selfless. You don't like to see other people hurt or upset or sad. So this is going to be something, you're going to have a big role in this in these last 2 weeks, maybe being that help for someone else who really needs it. Okay. And then your second and your third gift is your ability to transcend convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So I feel like you have so much magic and power within you. Like you're able to do things that other people can't do. You're able to tune into energies or into other feelings that people can't or have a hard time to. And you're able to go past just normal. What's the normal behavior? Like you can do other things. You can do magical things that people think are impossible. Okay, so don't limit yourself and don't let fear hold you back from anything, because I feel like the sky is the limit, especially for you guys these next 2 weeks. And if you believe it, and truly believe in your heart that you can manifest and do all these things and, you know, make your dreams come to life, it's gonna happen. But you have to believe in yourself and you have to have the confidence in yourself, because I feel like you're gonna be whipping up a lot of magic tricks, okay? Because magic is flowing in and through your bloodstream. And I really believe that. Okay, so Pisces, I feel like currently right now, you've kind of just been coasting, you've been doing your own thing, you're kind of just sitting in your feelings, but not like in your feelings like sad or upset. You're kind of just like waiting on the right time to do something. I feel like you're plotting. I feel like you're plotting for something, like planning something like, when's the right time for me to go? I don't know. So you're just like, I'm just gonna take my time while everyone else is struggling in the Scorpio like energy. I'm just coasting, I'm chilling, like I'm seeing everything being revealed, all the truths coming out, all the liars, everything. You're just in your energy, you're in your element, you're doing good, you're coasting, you're not making any moves. You're kind of just like watching from behind the scenes and watching everyone else go crazy or the madness, and you not taking part in anything. And right now your emotions are very kind of just like the stable, just kind of like, you're keeping your cool together. But I feel like you're planning for something, because your energy is about to shift really quick into like, you're gonna say something, you're gonna do something. This may be like, you're just chilling one day and maybe you're just hanging out, and then all of a sudden you have this like idea in your mind or something you want to say or something, just like you get some certain download and you're like, okay, let me go do that right now. So I feel like you're gonna be like chilling, but then all of a sudden you get some kind of spark or some idea or some motivation, or you're gonna get this like burst of energy all of a sudden. It's like weird, and you're gonna want to get up and go do something. And I think you're gonna do something, you're gonna go so fast and so confidently, not even thinking about if it's logic or if it makes sense, because you're so confident in what you're feeling in what you're being guided to do. And I think this is you being guided towards your magic, towards yourself, your empowerment. These last few weeks are going to be so powerful for you. I really feel like, you know, like we saw earlier, the positive affirmation money magnet, I feel like a lot of you are really going to be getting closer, finding your life purpose, and finding out that you really have everything you need within yourself. Like you really have all the resources you need. And you've probably just been limiting yourself and thinking, oh no, I can't do that. Oh, I don't know if I can. No, now your thought is going to change. You're like, you know what? No, I can do that, and I will do it. And everything's just going to be coming together. You're going to be like putting all your potions together, setting up your little space, and everything's just going to be looking so good and so like positive, like it's on the right track. I'm seeing that when it comes to your like hair health, I feel like at first you're going to be feeling kind of lazy and maybe not wanting to do much. But I think picking up towards like the last few weeks, you're going to have this burst of energy, and a lot of you may like to run, or you're going to be jogging more or doing more walking, or maybe some of you like to ride horses. But I feel more so like running, like lower body. So maybe some of you like to run, or you do marathons or races, or you're preparing for something, but I feel like you're rushing towards something. And I think a lot of it is self-healing as well, but it's like these next few weeks, you're coming into yourself again, and coming into your true self, who you really are, who you've always been, but that has been suppressed or maybe hidden, and now you're finally reaching and knowing who that person is, and becoming more confident and loving that person that you actually are. Okay, I'm saying that when it comes to like work, school, finances, again, maybe stuff was going kind of slow, or you're kind of just waiting for things to get better, to pick up. And I think all of a sudden you're gonna get really busy. Either you're gonna get more work, more hours, more shifts, or you're gonna get more clients, more customers. But things are going to be picking up, and you're going to be receiving a lot of messages, or actually I think you are going to be talking a lot to people, or messaging, or doing emails or calls or something. But there's going to be a lot of stuff that's said, a lot of energy, like a lot of stuff going on. And you're going to have so much energy all of a sudden, whereas like before, maybe you're kind of like, like I'm tired, feeling drained. But this time things are going to change. And I think a lot of good things are coming in for you. A lot of you may be becoming more of like getting more of a leadership position, and that's maybe something you never thought that would happen for you. A lot of you may be getting even promoted, or you may be hearing news about, you know, this other job opportunity or a business deal or a partnership that you can get involved with. But something's coming in that's going to give you a lot of abundance and a lot of power. Like you're going to feel in control and power, that you can, you know, make your own decisions, that really it's up to you and you can do everything. And maybe at first it'll feel like, oh, I don't know, that's a lot on my plate. Like, I don't know if I can handle that. It's a lot of pressure. But then you're going to realize, no, I can work well under pressure. I can handle all these things. Okay. And maybe other people who underestimated you in the past are going to see you now and be like, oh, who's that? Like, whoa, like, I didn't know you were doing this. Like, how did everything go? And you're just like, yep, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, you know? And then when it comes to like love and romances, I feel like you've been kind of like being patient on something, or you kind of like, you've been doing your best not to get too attached, not to get too emotional or too obsessive about like the idea of love, or whoever you're dealing with, or whoever you're gonna be dealing with. Like you're really trying to like stay in your energy and stay cool, calm, collected, not look desperate, not look thirsty, or not become too obsessive to the point where it's like unhealthy, you know? Because I know it happens to us sometimes. Pisces, we have a tendency to like fall in love head over heels, and eventually later on down the road, down the years, we learn that's, you know, we can't always do that because it's not good for us. It's just all the love that we have, you know? But I think now you're really toning it down. You're like, no, I gotta be practical. I gotta make sure I'm loving myself and I'm keeping myself together so I don't go crazy or get too obsessive with someone. But I think you're gonna be communicating your thoughts and your feelings, or there's gonna be some communication going back and forth between you and someone else. And I think it's like really more so about you and how you're feeling, how things are going for you, as opposed to like, oh, I'm in love with you, or oh my gosh, what are you doing? It's more just like you connect more, you're connecting more with this person by learning more about you. And I feel like they are teaching you more about yourself. Maybe it's just someone who helps inspire you, or they're also someone who's trying to work on themselves and they're not trying to be all wrapped up and crazy in love, but you guys are both kind of helping motivate each other and building a friendship possibly. And I just really feel like you're going to be coming into your own power, your own empowerment, and really feeling you're like this source of energy, and you really have everything you need all within you and around you to create the life that you want. I'm seeing that you may be connecting with someone who, like, in the past or maybe in their childhood or while growing up or up to this point, they haven't had any big difficulties, or they haven't had like a rough life, or you know, they've always lived well, didn't have anything terrible maybe happen to them. They've been pretty lucky. Maybe they come from a well-off family, or they've been doing really well, they went to good school, they had a good job, you know, their parents are good. Like, I feel like this is someone who they worked hard, but they had a lot of good luck in their life. And it's not to say that they're a bad person or nothing. Like, some people are blessed like that, you know, we all have our karmic past, like they earned it. And I don't think anyone ever has a right to be hard on someone just because they haven't had difficulty. You know, just because you haven't gone through stuff doesn't mean you're a bad person, you know. But anyways, I really feel like this person has had good fortune and they've had good things happen to them, you know, up to this point. And I think now what's happened now is that they've started to want to reflect more and find more inner knowledge, or connect more with their soul and their spirit. Maybe that's something they never got a chance to do. And so even though they may have always grown up having everything and not being worried, it's like now they feel like there's this emptiness, like they need to connect more with themselves, they need to learn more. And maybe that's why you guys have connected now, because through you open all these doors. You are taking them into these new unexplored lands and universe that they've always needed to tap into. And so now they're needing to find their inner light and connect with themselves, maybe go more hermit mode. They could be a Virgo or earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but could be any sign, you guys. And I think what's happening now is that they may have been going through some financial difficulty, or something in their life is not going well, or like, you know, they've been doing so much yet they still don't feel satisfied, or there's some problems and fears around their material stuff that they have. And so they're having a really hard time because they've never dealt with this. They've never had issues, or they've never gone through something, you know, like this. So they have a hard time dealing with stuff when hard times happen, because all their life it's been pretty easy or pretty, you know, consistent. And so you come in, you're like, oh no, hon, I can help you out. Like, my life has been full of tragedies and heartbreaks and ups and downs. Like, I'm used to it. I can help you. You know what I mean? It's like when you've been through some deep shits, like, and someone else hasn't, and you see them freaking out, you're like, oh no, you're gonna be fine. Like, don't worry, I got you. Like, I've been through worse and I've been through so much. I can help you out. Don't worry. So I feel like you guys are going to be working as like a team and building each other up. And it's not so much all about like, oh my God, love, I'm in love with you. Like, it's more so like showing love through helping empower and build each other up, if that makes sense. And you're both kind of in your own individual journey trying to get to that point. And I think you're both going to be entering, you know, going to that great valley, that land before time together. And you know, like, land before time is making me feel like everything that was in the beginning, before everything started. So you guys are going back to the beginning, going back to your inner self, going back to your inner soul. And I think that's even more beautiful because you're doing it together, you know? And I feel like going through that journey and that whole process of, you know, think of when you're going for a hike, or you're doing like a really hard, I don't know, really hard adventure. Let's just say a hike, and you're like halfway there, like, oh my gosh, it's so hard, or you're so tired. But when you're doing it with someone, you motivate each other, you know, and once you get there, you're like, oh, we made it. And so once you get down, it's so much easier. So I feel like that's what you guys are doing, like hiking up, this tough mountain, but the view is beautiful, but it's still hard, you know, but you know that your destination is right around the corner or a few hours ahead, but still, like, you're doing it together. So overall, I feel like it's beautiful energy, you guys. Like, I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect or anything, but I feel like now you really have the tools and you have the energy and the strength to actually go forward and do whatever that you were trying to do, that you've always been wanting to do. And you have someone who maybe needs a little bit of help, a little bit of motivation or positivity. And that's what you're like, one of your purpose is, or in your position is for them in their life, you know? So it's like you're helping rescue them, but you have like a helper as well. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully you guys get me. I think you guys will get me. But anyways, we're going to be clarifying further in the extended reading, you guys. Clarifying everything we saw here and then diving in deeper into this person, finding out, you know, what are they thinking, what are they feeling about you, what they want you to know, and what their next action or move will be towards you. And then we'll look at the 3 things you should be aware of, be more cautious of, and then your advice at the end. All right, so I guess I'll see you guys in the extended reading. The link will be below. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post, because I'm now doing weeklies, monthlies, and mid-monthly readings. So I hope you enjoy them or get a chance to watch them. All right, I wish you guys all the best, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.